Welcome to this message. Okay, I was speaking of a message last night, like right before bed. So I wrote it down. This is a download I was receiving. Okay, and it's a collective message. It is what your higher self wants you to know right now. Okay, and I think this is really for somebody that has maybe had a very strong connection to someone you feel is, you're in this like spiritual connection. There's something with this person. You are having I think like kind of like a difficult time being able to stay in your alignment, or like being able to stay in your high vibrational energy when you're connected with this person. All right. So I think that you are trying to figure out a way to do both. I think you're trying to figure out in your head a way to keep this person in your vibrational field, in your energy field, maybe come into the physical with this person, because I do not think that you're in physical contact with whoever this is right now currently. Okay, maybe you don't really even know this person very well physically, like in the 3D realm, but you feel like you connect on that 5D, that spiritual level. Or maybe this is somebody that you were with in the past that you had a very, very strong connection with. And it's kind of like you can feel them energetically. You can feel them in your energetic space. But there's something there in the physical that's holding you two apart. I think that this has thrown you through a loop. And I think that this is, it's been difficult because this person is not fully, they're still in their wounded state. Okay. They push a lot of this away because they don't necessarily either A, want to do the work, or B, they were in denial, or C, it's just a really hard for somebody to sit in their emotions. And I'm getting for this masculine, because I do think that what I'm picking up is like this other person is a masculine energy, okay? But again, you can flip it however you want, but they're having a very difficult time sitting, they have been, and maybe in the past, maybe this is starting to come back to them and they're starting to embrace it. Okay, or they're going to be soon is what I'm getting. But they've been pushing away the need to let go of the ego. They've been pushing away this masculine energy is struggling with, it's like I'm hearing like boys don't cry, and they're struggling with stripping away emotions. They're struggling with going deep. They put up a wall, and they don't like feeling vulnerable. All right. They are struggling with getting really deep within themselves, and self-reflection has been extremely difficult because there's something about their childhood. There's something about their past. There's something about childhood wounds that is really difficult for them to break away from, or it's really difficult for them to go back to and think about and sit in their feelings. Okay. And this is a lower vibrational state that they're having a hard time coming out of. So when you are connected with them energetically, I feel like it's almost like it sort of brings you down into that space, lowers your vibration a little bit. And I think that is the struggle right now, is that what your soul wants, what your higher self is trying to tell you, is that you need to be in that vibrational alignment. You need to be in that balance, right? That balanced state, balancing your energies, balancing life, balancing, it's like a balance act. That's what I'm getting, that you're striving for. Okay. And I think like to stay in a higher vibrational frequency, because you're trying to manifest something else. And I don't even really think this is necessarily, I'm trying to manifest my soulmate or a person or this person. I think you're trying to manifest like how you want your life to look in general. That's what I'm getting for this collective message. And of course, when you are trying to manifest, you need to be in that high frequency, that vibrational alignment. Okay. You have to be there to be able to magnetize in these other energies that you are trying to manifest. So that is what you're longing for. And I think that the problem is that you're holding space for someone else because you're trying to push somebody into healing. That's what I'm getting. Well, if this person would only heal, then things would be fine. If this person would only you're trying to push this person, and it's like, this is divine order. That's the way that you have to look at it. You're not going to be able to force this person into any kind of healing. It has to, for one, they have to want to do it. For two, their soul needs to do it, and their soul has to push them. And that's the divine's work there. I think that you sitting here holding space for this person, it's like it keeps pushing you back. It keeps pushing you back into this lower vibrational timeline. Okay? And you need to be on that higher frequency timeline where you feel like you probably were prior to this energy. And I think that it's like, maybe I feel really bad for this masculine, or I want to help this masculine, or you're viewing it as like, I see so much potential in this masculine. I know I've seen, like, maybe you have seen this. Maybe this is a soul mate, or maybe they actually end up being just a soul family, soul tribe, whatever the case may be. This is somebody that is in your soul. Like, this could even be a wound mate, okay, which is another message that I'm going to get out about a wound mate. But either way, anyway, that it doesn't really matter, the label of this person. I just think that right now, this person needs to grow. This person needs to heal. This person needs to do something, because there's something about the physical realm as well. I think that there's something about limitations, or like self-limitations that they've put on themselves, and they don't think they have enough to offer you. That's also what I'm getting. Is there something about some kind of insecurities, and they just are like, I'm not good enough. Like, what am I going to offer her? And so you're over here going, but I see so much potential in you. Like, can you just, like, and you're trying to push this, is what I'm getting. And what maybe you've felt recently, like a separation from this person. Maybe you don't feel them as much in your frequency and your energy. There's a reason for this. It is because separation is necessary. Separation is necessary for this person to grow. What I was getting is like, it's almost like something almost jumped off is what I'm getting. Like, I almost saw like, what I was getting was like enlightenment and like healing. It almost didn't happen for this person. But I don't know if they did something, if they changed their mind in something, but they're on the right path right now, okay, to heal, to align. And I think that you guys possibly later on down the road could come back together. And again, this is going to be different for everybody, okay? But there has to be a separation in place, and it's for one, there's something about you needing to separate from this person, because there's something about walking your path. Your path, you need to walk your path, and maybe you need to walk it alone right now without without any kind of other, and I'm not saying this person's gonna be interference, okay? I don't really want to say that. I think that this person is part of your soul family, your soul tribe. I do think eventually, once they get out of this wounded state, I think that they do help you along your journey in some way. Now, I don't know if that's going to end up being romantic. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's romantic down the road, later on down the road. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a mentorship type of vibe here that we're picking up eventually. But there's something about you needing to go ahead and walk your path. And eventually, if this person does come out of this, then you guys will realign. But right now, there is something about like someone else could come into your life during this time, okay? And again, everything happens for a reason. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but everybody comes into our lives for a different reason. There might be another type of romantic partner that helps you on this journey, that helps with your path, your purpose, and that you need to be open to, instead of sitting here holding space for somebody that might not possibly come through for you ever. You listen to your own divine guidance here. You listen to God. But what I believe is that you don't wait around for anybody, Okay, like you continue to go through your journey, and this person either needs to get on your vibrational alignment, right? Like your higher frequency, because that's what I'm feeling like, is that you jumped up and you're trying to pull them like with a rope, okay, up to your level, and you're pulling them as hard as you can. And what's happening? All your energy is to be pulling this person. If that's what you feel like God has put on your heart, to help this person, heal this person, push this person forward, then more power to you. But I think too, like if this is bringing down your vibration, if you can't keep your vibration high and do this at the same time, then it is time to separate, I feel like, from this person energetically, cut ties, whatever it is that you need to do. To continue on this journey, to continue on your own soul path. Okay. And I think that this person, I'm getting like eventually, like, cause for some of you, like I'm getting like that end of 2026, 2027 energy. So I think for some of you, I do think that maybe that's what this person needs. This person needs their like solitude time. This person needs their quiet time. This person needs their healing time. And it's going to happen, and it's going to fall into place when it's the time is right. Okay. But don't bring down your vibration. This person also needs to give to you. You can't just give, and then your vibration goes low, and then you're sitting over here going, they haven't even shown up in the physical, right? So that's where you need to get at this point. And I think that a separation like is either has already happened, and so maybe you don't really feel this energy as much anymore. And this is where like you continue on your path. This is where you walk your true path. Because why? You're in vibrational alignment, and those manifestations then come into reality for you. Okay. So I think that's all I have. I hope that resonated. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, and I will talk to you later. Bye.